Second one, there's some disturbance. I see not. Hello, all of you. Welcome back to Skill Enhancer series. In the 9th episode today, we have with us Ketan Jain. Hello, all of you, those who are joining live. The purpose of Skill Enhancer series is, along with our academic studies, which you all are so sincere, you all are studious, पढ़ते हैं, सब enjoy करते हैं, but with that, so many other skills are essential so that when you qualify and go out, you make a beautiful bridge between your degree, your academics, and your practical knowledge. So here we are. We have with us today an expert, a super duper expert in his field, Ketan Jain. Ketan, sorry, 1 second, I'm seeing it live also here, and there's some pin issue if both of us are visible or not. Hello, all of you. Keep sending your questions live. We are here. Hello, Satish. Ketan is having 20 plus years of experience after qualifying as a CA, and he has traveled more than 26 countries and cleared so many exams after qualification. Oh my God, the list is unending. But he has so much expertise, knowledge, and a very humble person. As I talked to him, I said, there's so much to know for the students from you. Good evening, Ketan. Welcome here. And let us begin now with the...
Good evening.
Yeah,
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Ketan. Ketan is from Dubai and he's right now actually on his vacation. Still, after all the scheduled things, he just said yes for this talk show. I'm so glad, Ketan. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Yeah, risk management and certified fraud and forensic audit and so many things are there. So I don't want to say anything. It's all for you. If you want to take it directly, you continue. Okay, one more thing here. Hearty congratulations to all the students who have cleared their CA exam and added the degree beautiful two words in front of their name, that is CA. And there are, Ketan, one thing, there are my CMA students also who are watching this. They are in finals, they are doing internship, and they wanted to know what all options are there. So today I said, okay, let it be open. Let us not stick to this. And whatever best inputs with your more than 2 decades of experience, you can share with them. It would be very nice. So these are our students here. And questions, yes, please keep sending it in the chat box. We'll surely take it as we did last time, right?
Thank you for that introduction. And first of all, hearty congratulations to all the students who are now chartered accountants. And for those who couldn't clear, don't be disheartened. There is always tomorrow. And I'm sure that definitely you will give your best for the next attempt and you will clear your examinations with flying colors.
Yes, so true, Ketan. Now also, whenever there is like CA result, it's like goosebumps. And of course, those who could not do it, it's only 6 months, not even 6 months. Now the attempts have been thrice a year. So you're just few months away from your degree. So work very hard and visualize that beautiful future with your degree, with your knowledge, and you will all do amazingly well. So to start with, there are so many questions coming up. Yes, we'll surely take all this. But the first one is because just the results are out, our freshers are there. Ketan, can we start with a generic question first that once you become a CA, CMA, these professional courses, या तो मैं जॉब करूं या तो प्रैक्टिस करूं बट नाउ आफ्टर टॉकिंग टू यू दैट देयर आर सो मेनी अदर एरियाज एंड एक्सपर्टाइज कैन वी जस्ट आई नो दिस इज नॉट कि हम सब तो नहीं कवर कर पाएंगे बट व्हाट आर द एक्चुअली ऑप्शंस इन द प्रोफेशनल फील्ड वेयर यू कैन वर्क कैन यू गाइड अस फॉर दैट
Sure. And I think that's a good start for this session because that's a very valid question which comes to everybody's mind. And there is a lot of confusion around it. I would say that over the last 3 years, you have been engrossed in your studies. You have been neck deep studying for your examinations and never would have got sufficient time to really plan for your future. I would say use the next 3 years. Use the next 3 years to really go out there, explore the opportunities available, and then decide what you like the most. Rather than getting or jumping into whatever is available, have some due diligence towards what you really like. And when I say what you really like, you have so many subjects in CA, and CA is a packed curriculum. It has auditing, it has direct taxes, it has indirect taxes, it has corporate law, accounting, financial management, so many subjects that you definitely would have a flavor towards some. And if you have liked some particular subject, then try to get a job in that particular field. What will happen now next for you is you will socialize a CV on a LinkedIn platform or any other job portal, and then somebody might approach you, and then you might land a job. It might so happen that that might not be of your interest. So try to do some due diligence and get a job, and then give yourself some time. I would say use that particular time, the 3 years which I said, to fail fast, to basically not go after money but go after profile, go after what you like, and then once you decide, then you have time to go deep into it, and we can discuss that in some time. But initially, that should be a right approach. Now, to take the question about job kare ki practice kare ki business kare, it's a personal choice, and there are a lot of factors behind it. uh, if I can say some factors like which city you are based out of. If you are in, say, a small city, a tier two city or tier three city, you might not have that many job opportunities. Even though if you might have, they may be from a very small or a mid-sized CA firm or small businesses.
Hmm.
Okay. Or if you are in a big city, then you might be lucky, but you might not get the right profile, for which I said you need to give yourself some time.
Right.
Or you started your articleship, looking at your neighbor. Okay, he is a practicing CA and he's making good money. Let me also do because of that reason. Or you somebody in the family said like how I started. Okay, CA करने के CA कर लो ताकि sign करने के पैसे मिलेंगे.
Okay.
And I never knew it's so tough. And I have seen Dipti studying so hard. Me and her younger sister Vipali were batchmate, and we used to study together. And she used to say she used to study 16 hours a day. We used to really think, oh my God, 16 hours a day. We have 24 hours. We sleep for 8 hours. So remaining time, you would only study. But no,
Yes,
I
yes.
still remember Dipti used to come and also sing during Navratri, those 9 nights before the examination. So she really was an inspiration to us, and we really had seen her progress, first succeed then progress. So yeah, I would say decide why you wanted to do practice if you want to do, or
Okay.
if you want to go for business, then why you wanted to go. So ultimate aim for you at this age, the next 3 years should be knowing your why. Whatever you do, know your why. And I'm saying this with a lot of emphasis, a lot of pause, with my experience, because it becomes extremely difficult to take a U-turn later. If
Hmm.
you choose a job family, if you choose a profile, if you choose an industry, then you get branded in that or you get accustomed in that, and you have to then progress further in that. So suppose if you join, say, banking industry, and if you don't like to be with numbers all the time, with books all the time, account books all the time, then you may not enjoy it. So rather you try to find out which industry you might like. Say you might like e-commerce industry, you might like FMGC industry, you might like entertainment industry. So, first decide the industry, then within the industry, decide the company. And all this, please decide the city as well. So, use this time. Don't be in a hurry. Money will come. Money will definitely come. It might come a little late, but it will definitely come in hordes and you will definitely succeed. So, this is in a nutshell, I wanted to say whatever you decide, have a clear why, give yourself some time, explore, and then choose what you like and go deep into.
Great, great, great. So we need to make our why clear basically. But this is the reasoning and all you gave very well, that for job or practice, or we have to check the expertise, or we have to see our knowledge, or where actually we are inclined, our why or our interest lies. But I'm just taking a turn here that first is after clearing both the groups of intern, they have to do internship. So internship कहाँ join करना है? Because there are so many um, big organizations or the big four companies where you get expertise in one field, and there are some firms where you get good holidays for studies. But one thing very good now is after doing 2 years of internship, you have 6 months to study, and then the exam is there. So post qualification, of course, we will take more questions over there. But in the articleship, how to choose the firm, and what exactly is the way we need to work, because nowadays there is lot of wide work. So I have, in one line, if you ask me before you answer, mera observation is whoever knows the work best, let us give the work and let it be done. So is that right, or how to best capitalize our articleship and gain the best knowledge? Please guide on that.
Sure. So I would say for those students who are starting the articleship, you guys are in your beautiful years of your life.
Okay.
Just the best years of your life. 18 years to 21, 22 are the formative years. These are the years where everything is on the higher side. Your passion, your enthusiasm, your energy, your willingness to prove to the world, to yourself, to family, and many, many, many things. And you see, I feel that these 3, 4 years should be really capital, should be really documented, should be really planned. And coming to the question, where should we do articleship? I would say that first of all, start with the question that why an articleship is required for CA student. Now, if you are in a small city, you might not get many opportunities to work in, say, big four companies or also even medium firms. But if you're in a bigger city, then you do have that opportunity. But to get into those firms is not easy. You really will have to be a differentiation. You need to have a differentiation in yourself and in a resume, which will get you an interview call, a panel, and then later the selection.
Absolutely.
And what I would want to say is that CA is a very academically focused curriculum. It
Hmm.
is all about books, subjects, and examinations. It doesn't focus that much on today's skills, which is basically your hands on practical skills, what the employer needs in terms of, say, communication or in terms of, say, writing. So I would say that if you do have an opportunity, you should get into those skills as fast as possible.
Okay.
And and if you join a big four, definitely these skills are given. You will definitely be groomed like a corporate and you will get the skills. But at the same time, as I said, not easy to get into that. Plus, not many cities will have an opportunity. So that
Yes.
is one thing to keep in mind. Coming to the very small firms like a proprietorship firms. I personally, this is my personal opinion, and whatever I show in this session will be my personal opinion. I personally don't believe that you should join a small firm.
Okay.
There are a lot of limitations in a small firm in terms of, say, work, in terms of growth, in terms of expansion and experience as well. Too. And as I said, this 18 to 22 years is the most beautiful phase of your life. It will never come back. And these days, you have to really study. So my take always will be to go for a mid-sized firm where you have at least 8 to 10 partners or even more, around say 40, 60 articles. You have one batch of 20 going, next batch of 20 coming. So it feels like everybody is discussing the same thing. And you do have a lot of cohorts around you to get knowledge and experience and support from them. And then if you go into such kind of firms, you should have a negotiation with your employer that look, we have earlier we used to have 3 years. Now I understand we do have only for 2 years. That in this 2 years, we should at least have an all-round experience. Not just,
Okay.
we are doing audits, we are only in audit team, and then we do not have any experience of taxation or corporate law. Because what will happen, whatever work what you do in articleship, you will only tell about that in your interview. And then you
Yes.
will get that kind of experience. And then it might so happen, 50% chances that you may not like that work later. So why not try to explore the multiple options available in terms of experiences from taxation, from auditing, from corporate law, from consultancy, from business management, whatever the CFO might have, and then decide, okay, this is the area I like the most, and let me go for interview in that particular field. So this is what I wanted to say: how you choose an articleship, how you should plan your those 2 years, how you should negotiate, how you should also monitor whether you're getting those experience or not. Because now, as I understand, you don't have the pressure of doing or giving examinations while doing the articleship. Just
Okay.
you just focus on your work, and then you have 6 months break, and then you give your final examination. So we were not lucky. We were not lucky when we were studying.
Correct, correct,
You are
correct. That
lucky.
articleship was 3 years. Now it is 2 years. Right, right. But one offline question I can say here, as you said, choosing the firm, you said rightly that you should do all kind of work. But then It is seen that once you start doing audit, you are doing audit, or once you are doing GST. So there, how do we stand for ourselves? And कुछ तो वहां से ही सीखना है. Can you say a little bit more open about this? Because this is commonly I've heard from students, ma'am, because I'm good in auditing, I'm doing that. Then, as you said, one very important thing is that experience they show in their first job. Again, they're also audit. So maybe that chain will start from there. So how do we make sure that we are learning GST also, we are learning the department work also, we are doing, and I'm from Hyderabad line. So we have lot of international taxation related issues also here, violation work. So how do as an article student should grab all this, some secret skill?
Definitely, it's not totally in your hands, but
Yeah.
if you do not speak up, you will not be given. You
Oh,
have
great.
to make it clear to the to your principal that look, this is my objective in the next 2 years. This is what I would want to really learn to have a wholesome experience and an overall personality. And you need to negotiate. And if you do that, the principal will appreciate it. Why? Because he will find that you're too clear. You're not coming and, like any other person, just because of the sake of doing articleship, it's a formality which you need to complete. Or you might do dummy articleship. No, you're very serious about articleship, and your principal will like it. And once you're clear, you will then demarcate your calendar. Okay, मुझे इतना सीखना है तो इसके लिए मुझे 6 महीने देना है, या इसके लिए मुझे 4 महीने देना है, इसके लिए मुझे 8 महीने देना है, देन मुझे मूव करना है.
Okay.
Like if you do not do that, then you will सिर्फ 2 साल तो ऐसे बीत जाता है. You will end up spending
Absolutely.
2 years and then you will feel, अरे यार मेरे को तो कुछ सीखने को मिला ही नहीं. Then you go and apply for a job and वो बोलता है कि देखो भाई आपने ऑडिट किया है, हमारे पास टैक्स की रिक्वायरमेंट है, लेकिन आपने ऑडिट का काम किया तो हम आपको ऑडिट का ही काम दे सकते हैं, बिकॉज वी डोंट हैव टाइम टू टीच यू. वो टीचिंग का
Absolutely.
टाइम तो आर्टिकलशिप में था, तो आपने तब क्यों नहीं बोला? सो दैट्स हाउ यू टू नेगोशिएट.
Absolutely. This is one of the very practical tips. That firstly, actually, we have to be aware, as you said, that segregate your 2 years of learning. Just don't go in a pattern ki ek hi ek kaam kar rahe hain, and you have to negotiate for yourself if you are aware, if you're giving. And blessed are the students now that they don't, of course, the studies for final will be starting along with articleship, it will go, but that burden of writing the exam and doing the articleship is not there. After articleship also SPOM and 6 months of time is there.
Yeah.
Great insights for the articleship. Any questions are there? Yeah, so many of them are there, but just after this one or two, we'll surely take it. Ketan, now once they qualify, how one thing, yeah, very nice is because now after clearing two groups, the students are writing or going for articleship and then final. So they have a base level idea about taxation, audit, DT, or whatever, all the subjects. But once you qualify, how to go into the market? Because sometimes it's like going for the campus interview and immediately grabbing the first job, or we should sit for some time patiently. How that, what should be the mindset immediately after clearing the exams, how to approach?
I would say that, once you get a CA degree, but honestly speaking, I don't feel that you should go for any other degree per se, but you should definitely go for a lot of certifications which will give you a lot of skills. That is very
Okay.
critical because CA itself is so rigorous and so tough that you academically you're sound. If you're cleared the CA examination, then academically you're sound. But where we lack, say, if I'm pitched against an MBA,
Hmm.
or if I'm pitched against somebody who has done his masters from, say, abroad, they definitely will have a lot of edge over me in terms of soft skills or
Okay.
in terms of some skills which are required for jobs. So I would say that try to get this soft skills when you have qualified, because that one hurdle of clearing is done behind you.
Okay.
I will take a step before this. Now I mentioned to you that you should join some CA firm where you have a lot of articles. एक
Yes.
बैच जा रहा है, दूसरा बैच आ रहा है. Now this is very important because see, there is something called alumni in a university. There is something called network. Now through these folks, try to understand what kind of jobs they are getting. Not into just your CA form, but CA form next to you. When I say next to you means in your city. And now the world is open. Everything is free on the Google, or sorry, on the internet. Like we are chatting, there's a free call. So just use this opportunity to talk to somebody where you feel your interest lies. and try to see what that person has done and where have they landed themselves in, and try to have a stack of people like somebody with 1 year experience, 3 year experience, 5 year experience, and 10 year experience,
Mm-hmm.
and they will then share their knowledge because you definitely will cross that experience bar sometime soon. So
Absolutely.
why you learn by your own mistakes? Try to get from people who have been there, done that, been there. So that's what I can say, that try to be in a circle where you have a lot of knowledge sharing. You have a lot of knowledge sharing, not just for good points, but for bad points also, which you can avoid by yourself. Because time is money. If you lose 1 year, for example, and you may have got a job for say 15 lakhs, you may not get for say 15 lakhs, but say 10 lakhs. But if you learn from that particular person the skills and the right steps to take and whatever to do, you have added 5 lakhs just like that. And
Okay.
then first job is very important. I personally feel first job is very important. The brand of the job, the profile before the brand, and how you perform in that. Because that is how you get pulled into next job and then next industry, and then you get into something. Till the age of 30, you're free, you're going here and there. But after 30, you need stability because of ABC reasons. Life takes on. And then you want to just specialize in one thing. So I would say that in the initial years, that's why I said this is the most beautiful phase of your life. Please plan, please talk to people, have a monitoring plan, and then understand where your interest lies and what you're good at.
Okay, so you are absolutely putting them into track that you need to have good mentors around you, right? Whom
Yes.
continuously you can stay touch with and once you qualify. But are there some benchmarks like how do I decide that immediately after qualifying, should I go for audit firms or should I go for taxation firms? And if I don't get my choice of job, should I wait? Or the basic question in the market is like, नहीं पहले तो जो काम मिले वो ले लो. What is the right approach?
नहीं
So,
नहीं नहीं, पहले तो जो काम मिले वो ले लो, तो वो मत करो अगर आप बिग सिटी में हो तो। क्योंकि बिग सिटी में तो बहुत अपॉर्चुनिटीज रहती है। छोटे सिटी में वो टीयर 2 टीयर 3 समझ में आता है। यू हैव अ लिमिटेशन, यू कांट लीव योर सिटी, फैमिली एक्सेट्रा। इफ यू आर फीमेल देन डेफिनेटली रिस्ट्रिक्शंस बढ़ जाते हैं, तब समझ में आता है। बट आई वुड से दैट यू नीड टू डेफिनेटली गिव योरसेल्फ टाइम। लोग
okay,
बोलेंगे कि यार खाली बैठा है, 3 महीना हो गया जॉब नहीं लगा, के नो, आप खाली नहीं बैठे हो। आप वर्क कर रहे हो आपके सर्टिफिकेशंस पे, आपके स्किल्स पे, एंड आपको क्लैरिटी पे कि आपको किस तरफ जाना है, और आपको अभी तक नहीं मिला है, मिलेगा।
okay,
First year of my article, I would say qualification, I qualified in 2003 January, and I started working in 2004 March. So 1 साल 2 महीना मैंने क्या किया? मैंने मेरा
oh,
मैंने मेरा डीसा क्लियर किया। मैंने मेरा सीमा के लिए एनरोल किया था, यूके सीमा के लिए, तो मैं उसके लिए पढ़ाई कर रहा था। मैंने मेरे कैट की एग्जाम भी लिखी थी उस समय। मैंने
okay,
मैंने एम कॉम पार्ट 1 भी क्लियर किया था, बिकॉज यूके में अगर आपको काम करना था आपको 16 ईयर्स का एजुकेशन चाहिए। और
okay,
उस समय मेरा मैरिज का प्रपोजल भी चल रहा था। तो मैं
okay.
खाली नहीं था, पर रिज्यूमे में देखेंगे तो खाली। एंड हाँ, वो एक चीज तो बोला भूल गया, मैं अपने फादर्स के बिजनेस में भी था।
Oh,
तो
wow.
मैंने वो स्किल ले ली, मतलब बिजनेस कैसे करते हैं वो स्किल सीखी, मतलब डायरेक्टली मैं गद्दी पे जाके बैठा था।
Okay.
तो
No, no,
आई
it
वुड से
was,
रिज्यूमे कोई देखेगा तो बोलेगा आप खाली थे, पर मैं खाली नहीं था। मैंने बहुत सारी चीजें करी और मैं तब कर पाया क्योंकि मेरे सर पे कमाने का प्रेशर नहीं था।
yes, 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 that
राइट।
was great.
सो जो आपकी एज अप्रोप्रिएट थिंग होती है वो आप करिए, एंड कुछ समय दीजिए अपने आप को, ना कि जस्ट जो मिले वो ले लो, नहीं, वो तो प्लीज मत करो। मैं कहता
Wow,
हूँ।
Ketan, one thing you have actually highlighted and so openly you have shared your secrets also that it's okay that after qualification also if you're enhancing the skill and if there is no financial burden just don't go with the flow ki jo mile wo kar lo or enhance your skills. Ketan, you have done so many certifications in the fraud. Let me tell you, dear students, Ketan has traveled more than 26 countries for his audit work. And please, you yourself say it's like very lucrative. जो जो मैंने देखा है आपके प्रोफाइल में कि आफ्टर डूइंग सीए सीएमए दीज काइंड ऑफ कोर्सेज व्हाट आर अदर एड-ऑन्स व्हिच विल रियली हेल्प यू एंड हाउ टू स्टेप अप मतलब क्या क्या करना चाहिए एज यू सेड डीसा ईसा सीएमए सीआईएमए राइट
सीआई
प्लीज
में।
टॉक अबाउट दैट क्या क्या कर सकते हैं हम and you being from Bangalore nowadays so much is talked about the risk management forensic audit so are these areas where we have to how to enroll what are the options and secondly in case if you join with work how do you manage your studies मैंने 2 3 एक साथ क्वेश्चन पूछ ली हूँ
श्योर
बस
श्योर।
ये है ना you will answer sequence में
Yeah, I would say that CA degree it takes time. CMA degree also takes time because it's another professional degree, and there are many more professional degrees. But there are certain diplomas and certifications.
Okay.
They don't take time. They definitely don't take time, and there is no harm in adding those certifications which are related to your current work and current job family. Like I am an auditor, and I have done the CFE and DISA and FAFP because it's related to my work.
Okay.
So it's nothing different or of different tangent or different planet, but it's related to my work. So it has added to my current work skills. However, I would say that, uh, as I said, first 3 years try to explore, then decide where you want to go in depth. And then once you decide that you have to grow vertically, and to grow vertically, you have to start performing at the next level. And for that, you might need a lot of new skills, which you would not have got from your CA curriculum. And that you'll only know based on the industry you are in. But there are certain fundamental skills which is required in any kind of job, and those are always transferable skills. Even if switch industries or switch companies, those skills will carry with you. Like for example, the basic skill is say communication.
Okay.
There's a lot of things about that. People from tier 2 to tier 3 cities cannot write good emails. They cannot write good documents. They cannot write good pitches. They cannot make PowerPoint presentation and give good presentation in front of public. So,
Okay.
these skills you can learn by enrolling on, say, sites like Coursera or an academy, or there are many sites available there.
Yes. Yes.
But try to identify the job you're doing, the full-time job, where your time is going, what kind of skills you require, and then do that. For your question about how to enroll, what kind of courses are available, all of information is there on the net in terms of the time it will take, in terms of the fees you will have to pay, in terms of examination leave you might need when the examinations happen. What will be the structure of the paper? Is it like CAT where you have to just circle the answer? It's like subjective like C where you have to really write down. So those details you can find. So there are certain examinations which are very easy, just very easy. You enroll and definitely you complete some mandatory hours and you get the degree. And there are
Okay.
some which are difficult. Like CMA, if you have to do with CA, it is difficult. ACCA is difficult. CPA is difficult. CFE is not difficult.
Okay.
Visa is not difficult. So
Correct.
you have to have a mix and match. Don't go for two big degrees together. You might really burn out.
Okay. And because Ketan, you are like said that auditing is a very dry subject, but you are into auditing with 20 plus years of experience. So along with CAs or internships knowledge, you did your internship also from Nagpur?
I
Like
did
both of us are.
partly in Bangalore and partly in Nagpur.
Okay. So from there, after that post qualification, if someone wants to make a career in auditing, so what are the add-on things? Can you just list them? Details definitely they can check
Yeah,
it
yeah.
on the website.
See, I would say that in auditing also you have multiple branches.
Hmm.
Now, only few companies or few industries will need say statutory auditors. Not
Okay.
everybody will need like internal auditors. You will find internal auditors in every company, but statutory auditors will only find in Big Four audit firms because they have to sign the financial statements. Likewise, the bank auditors also are not everywhere. They are only into firms because they again have to sign
Hmm.
the statement. So, and say so as tax audit. So I would say that you decide what you like, and you can only decide once you have experience in that. And you will only get experience once you've negotiated with your principal that I want to get this experience. And now this is only in audit, so many things. Now, the best way to get experience is not to be hands-on on that experience, but also by talking to people.
Okay.
See, you can sit for a day with somebody who's into stat audit and ask them to show what they do. Similarly, for bank auditor, tax auditor, internal auditor, and they'll be very happy to show you that. This is audit. Likewise, you have so many branches in taxation,
Absolutely.
so many
Yes.
branches in finance, so many branches in consultancy. Sit with them, make a list. Okay, then what will happen is you will end up with 10, 20 options available. And
Hmm.
then you will decide, okay, this is what I don't like, just strike it off. Don't even spend a minute. If you don't like, you don't like. Okay, these are the leftover of three things which are like out of 20. You go all out into it. Meet more people. See more work. See how their lifestyle is, their work-life balance is, where have they reached in life, how much they earn, what kind of car they drive, how many countries they travel, what kind of profiles they hold. And then if it suits you, there's a tick box, then go for it.
Wow. Great. So just visualize others doing and then you are there itself,
Yeah.
right? So, so proud of you, Ketan. I'm like, just, yes, we are taking all the questions, but this is like, I've seen Ketan studying. I cleared in 2000, you cleared in 2003,
True.
right?
True.
But 2002. So, how dedicatedly, right? From, but that one thing, if you say in one word, if you have to talk about Ketan, it is from there till today, it is inquisitiveness. That I have seen that he will get what answers he wants from people, from website, from mentors. So you have to stretch your hands. No one is going to spoon feed. अरे audit में ये options है, ये लो select करो. We are not sitting in restaurant and no one is going to give you the menu card के ये options हैं. But you have done so many international courses, certifications. So along with job also, once you joined, as you said, 2004 के बाद, along with that also you have done so many other certifications and all. So in your job and this studies, how can you manage? Because we know once you qualify, the job also requires so much, right?
Yeah, I would say that, as I said, try to not take a too
Too
tough a
many
degree.
courses, yeah.
Too tough a degree. Like, if you are doing CA, suppose your CA is a second degree. Suppose LLB was a first degree, now you have to do CA. Now CA has a lot of rules and regulations and requirements. So you cannot be in full-time job and then you go for articleship. ऐसा नहीं होता है. अगर आपको 50,000 मिलने लग जाए, आपको 5 मजा नहीं आएगा. So it's the other way around. So I can only say that, once you are done your CA, you're into full-time job now, and you start to work
Hmm.
for gap analysis. Because see, everybody has strengths and weakness. So this SWOT analysis will help you understand, okay, these are the things I don't know, and this can become hurdle in my progress. मेरा प्रोग्रेस प्रमोशन रुक जाएगा या मेरे को स्टैग्नेशन आ जाएगा या मुझे लैटरल मूवमेंट नहीं मिलेगा. सो ट्राई टू गेट दोज स्किल्स थ्रू सम फॉर्मल कोर्सेस. 3 months 6 months whatever ये हो जाता है जॉब करते करते आराम से कर सकते हैं आप. And once you're clear what you want to do and why you want to do and you communicate that to your principal, there are some firms you won't believe who also pay for you.
Yes, yes, even I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it says that you pass, we pay. So there are some firms with that kind of scheme where we communicate to your management and they do have budgets around it because they know that, if you're happy, you'll be a happy employee for the company, they'll give them in return. So they do sponsor your education as well. So make the most of it, identify those opportunities.
Correct, correct, correct. Ketan, we'll take one question. There are so many. Please keep typing. You're asking, ma'am, can you please help? Definitely. I'm not helping. I'm just bridging. Ketan is here to help. And this is the question from Smartman. As a fresher, I'm going to job. There's a gap between me and my senior person. As you're just qualified, how can I connect with them and how can I express, teach me? I'm interested to learn. This is a very hesitant question, right? We know that there are seniors and we want to. Did you get the question?
Yeah, yeah. And this is a common question.
Yes, please answer.
हम लोगों की ही माइंड में कॉबवेब्स होते हैं. हम लोग ही हमको खुद को रोक के रखते हैं कि यार हम see it's not like you're proposing somebody. उसने मना कर दिया तो मेरी लाइफ रुइन हो जाएगी यार मैं कितने लोगों को प्रपोज करूँ. No, it's basically a session you're asking from that particular person for an hour or a little more than that. And it's okay if the person says no, go to somebody else. Go to somebody else. You have access to LinkedIn, identify the people in your field, connect with them, and then schedule a time, and then have a Zoom meeting like this with them. Try 1 2 3 4 5 6 करते जाओ 10 तक तो डेफिनेटली 4 5 लोग यस बोले देंगे आपको. बट if first three people says no and you stop with that, then वो नहीं आगे बढ़ेगा. Then आप
Wow.
वही रट में रहोगे. तो go for it.
Right. So nice you said that we so many times we just give up by trying one or two people. I said, okay, my seniors, please guide me, and they didn't, so we give up. So you want to say, okay, 1 2 3 4, try 10 out of that, at least four will be genuinely willing to help you. Okay, smart man, hope you got your answer and keep putting. Some of them are typing, then deleting. Ma'am, are you answering our questions? Surely, and please let me tell you, I'll put some link for all of you to connect with Ketan. So many of my students who qualified now, Bharat and so many, I know they have all taken guidance from Ketan, is always ready to help you one to one. As he said, you need mentors, so he can be one of the best mentors for all your queries. Sure. I'll put it and I'll pin the message where you can connect with him or you can mail him and then you can connect surely. Ketan, coming to this next question now, that there are so many opportunities in India and abroad. So, post qualification, what do you suggest? We know that India, what are the things, and abroad, and you yourself you were there in Nagpur, then Bangalore, then in Dubai. So, what do you say? How is this right now looking into the global scenario?
I I would say that's a very important question, and there are a lot of factors behind it. If you're a female candidate, would you be able to just travel and stay in abroad, or you have to have a family with you? Then also it happens that you're married, your husband is already having a job, your wife is already having a job, and one person gets the job. Then what about the second person? Will he also get the same time? Will the other person have to sacrifice? So you have to do that. Third, I would say is that which company you join and which country you go to.
Hmm.
So you have to do a due diligence there as well. Like, for example, if I give for me, Amazon India, I work for Amazon. So Amazon India has a lot of opportunities, lots,
Okay.
but it's so big. But Amazon Dubai has limited opportunity. It's growing, but it's limited, right? So for me, if I have to switch roles, I have to wait a lot. Now, this is example of Amazon. Amazon is an MNC. It's in so many countries. However, if you are in a firm which has their base or business landscape only in India, and you feel that you don't have opportunity in terms of the salary growth or profile growth, then you may want to look into bigger workplaces. So I always say, since I'm in corporate and I'm in MNC, and I've been always in MNC, I always say that if you feel that you have the opportunity to go to work and stay and live outside India, do that.
Okay.
Do that. Because मेरे लेफ्ट में लेबनीज बैठता है, राइट में इजिप्शियन बैठता है, पीछे में सऊदी वाला बैठता है, यहाँ पे एमिराती बैठता है, वहाँ इंडियन बैठता है. सो आई गेट सो मच एक्सपीरियंस,
Okay.
not just in terms of sitting next to them, but in terms of getting work done through them. It is, I learn किससे कैसी बात करनी है. हम लोग तो जुगाड़ू है इंडियंस.
Absolutely.
तो
Yes.
ये आप सीखोगे, ये आप इंडिया में नहीं सीख पाओगे. नंबर वन. नंबर टू, if somebody is willing to pay you, willing to invest on you in dollar terms or whatever currency the currency is, why not take the opportunity? Many companies do pay relocation package. They do pay your initial expenses about. They do also reimburse a lot of other expenses. So why not? Initial 3 to 6 months might be difficult, but you may settle down. Only thing I want to say is that be in India for the first 5 to 7 years.
Okay.
Be a be very पक्का with your subject.
Hmm.
Like अगर आप डॉक्टर बनते हैं, आप डेंटिस्ट बनते हैं, तो आपने इतनी प्रैक्टिस देख ली है कि सब तरह के आप केस हैंडल कर चुके हैं. And then you're going out. So if you're in India and audit, try to get as much experience as possible in taxation same, in law same, and then go outside. Now for me, I was in internal audit. Now internal audit across the globe works on a similar principles. The
Hmm.
processes, the controls, the risk, and then the recommendations. But if I was in say direct taxes or GST और
Okay.
इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस, तो मेरा मूवमेंट इतना इजीली नहीं हो पाता, क्योंकि वो
Yes.
कंट्री की लॉ डिफरेंट है, एंड
Hmm.
वो फिटमेंट इशू आता, देन दे वुड नॉट बी विलिंग टू इन्वेस्ट ऑन मी. बट इफ आई से अनदर रोल लाइक शेयर्ड सर्विसेज, जो सब जगह सेम होता है, तो मूवमेंट इजी हो जाता. तो
Hmm.
देयर आर लॉट ऑफ फैक्टर्स, लाइक अगर आप कौन से प्रोफाइल में हो, आपका एम क्या है. इसलिए मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ कि हैव अ 10 year goal ready, broken down
Okay.
into two 5 year goals, broken down into two 3 year goals, broken down into three 1 year goals.
Hmm.
बिकॉज वर्ल्ड इज चेंजिंग सो फास्ट. बट अगर आपके पास आपका 1 year गोल ही नहीं है, तो आप 3 year गोल कैसे बनाएंगे? एंड अगर आपने 10 year गोल बनाया कि मेरे को आज ये पोजीशन में पहुंचना है, मुझे ये कंट्री में जाना है, देन यू स्टार्ट टू वर्क बैकवर्ड्स, एंड आपका
Okay.
एवरी दिन एवरी डे विल बी टुवर्ड्स दैट. अदरवाइज क्या होगा, हमने कुछ काम किया, फिर वहां से एक ऑफर आया 30% इंक्रीमेंट में, वहां चले गए, फिर वहां
Hmm.
से 30% इंक्रीमेंट में वहां चले गए, फिर रियलाइज किया कि ये तो मुझे काम मजा ही नहीं आ रहा. फिर क्या करोगे आप? लाइफ में 10 साल बीत चुके हो गए. तो स्टार्टिंग में अच्छा समय दो, खुद को जानो, खुद को पहचानो. एंड अगर आपको अब्रॉड जाना है, प्लीज जाओ, बिल्कुल जाओ. मैं तो बिल्कुल मोटिवेट करता हूँ सबको. मिडिल ईस्ट में बहुत कंट्रीज है, यूके में है, यूएस में है, लॉट ऑफ कंट्रीज आर देयर, लॉट ऑफ कंट्रीज आर ओपनिंग अप. बिल्कुल जाना चाहिए, एंड हो सके तो वहां सेटल हो कुछ साल तक, फिर कम
Good
बैक.
Sal. Here I want to add on one offbeat question because I am from Hyderabad. There are like not CAs but otherwise also engineering, and so many students are all going abroad. But as you said, kuch saal, just give your input because then the seniors, the parents are also getting seniors here, and both of them are alone. They're saying, no, no, you do best for your career. So this is a random question just came into my mind, that then later on are there some U-turns, because there a time comes when we are also becoming elders, our parents are also elders. Of course we are doing too good in other countries, but how do we connect with them, and our children should connect with grandchildren if we all decide to go abroad? What is your view? Just I'm asking.
So definitely, like for example, we have two kids, and Kanisha will now leave for university next month. So we will only have Viraj with us, and he will leave after 3 years. So we'll be empty nest.
Absolutely.
So me and Rakhi will both, will look at each other and fight with each other. And likewise, your parents are in India, they are going old. And also, you should remember one thing that, in the initial years of a career, you are able to switch roles
Okay.
pretty fast. But once you kind of reach or hit 35 or 40, it becomes very difficult. Then you only have to climb vertically. And after 50, I would say then you become cost to the company. So you really have to have a bigger scope of work. Otherwise, the company starts to feel that, they're paying you too much, but they're not getting the right returns. So you really have to keep expanding. And this only comes once you have a 10-year plan ready. So
Hmm.
coming to your question, कुछ साल could be 5 year, कुछ साल could be 10 साल also, कुछ साल can be lifelong also. So it depends on person to person. But I feel that 10 years is the right number.
Okay.
10 साल में आप अच्छा पैसा बना लोगे, आप वहां देख लोगे, and then you should have some backup plan to come back to India and then work on a passion.
Okay.
जैसे आपका passion teaching है,
Yes.
so something around that you should then start to work.
Correct, correct, correct. I can see you guiding one to one to the students. You can help them make their 10-year plan, break it into 5 years, break it into 1 year. Great, great, Ketan. Satish is asking one question: how to read and work, how to manage my schedule, and how to keep myself motivated. Because this is the question Shubham is also asking, that as you're saying, you have to enhance your skill in work, but आजकल ऐसे है कि बहुत वर्क आज ही इतने स्ट्रेच हो गए और कुछ अपने प्रायोरिटीज भी हैं, तो इसमें फिर और वीकेंड में और डीसा ईसा करो, पढ़ाई के लिए टाइम निकालना है, कैसे? टेल अस प्रैक्टिकली कैसे?
I would say use Kaizen. Whatever work you do on a daily basis, after some time, it's a repeat. So try to bring some improvement in that so you start to save on your time. But still, if your work hours are too long, or your commute time is too long, because nowadays commute time eats a lot of good
Yes,
time.
traveling time, yeah.
2 घंटा 3 घंटा आजकल निकल जाता है, and that is not good for anybody, not even for economy, country, employer, yourself, nobody. So what I can say is have some then study break, or have some time allotted during the weekends. That's the only thing, because if you're clear that yes, you need to do this skills course and this is required for you to progress further, then you will have to have time. And once you say that I have to have time for this, you will start to say no for many other things,
That's very important, actually, what you said. Huh?
which
Please
was
go.
actually initially taking your time. So the moment you start to say no to a lot of distractions, because we stay in an age which is ultra distracted age. So once you start to say no to the distractions, then that time you can invest. And I always see, I was a morning person. I used to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning and study. I used to sleep by 9. I cannot study in the night. So identify what works for you and try to always study for any new thing when your energy is high.
Yes. I'm the reverse one. I used to study from 11 o'clock till morning. Dadi will get up for her morning Samaik and Puja. Whole 11 to 5, because it's so much of peace. Morning, when everyone wakes up and there's chaos, I'll go to sleep 5 to 11.
I don't.
So
I
that,
still can't work after 9 p.m. If somebody keeps a call after 9 p.m., I said I will be there, but half productive.
wow. But I like one thing, that we need to be clear with ourselves, right? I said my thing, you talked about your thing. We need to know ourselves well, then we can outperform. And when you have that passion, ki, along with my job, I have to do this, it will not be a burden. Even if weekends, say 2 3 hours you're putting some for watching training videos or you are studying, it will not be a burden. Ketan, to end with this last question now, those who could not make it, they're asking that how to keep ourselves motivated and get back, because though we say it is easy, I am with my students. हमारे टाइम में ये सब ऑनलाइन ही नहीं था, तब भी कुछ अलग टाइप के स्ट्रगल थे. Today also there's a different kind of struggle, and I also do a lot of counseling, Ketan. So let me tell you that though the parents are also educated, they support the children a lot, but there's a different kind of pressure also on them. So in all these cases, what should we have that beautiful mindset and get back motivated again, because professional studies, they really drain on sometimes, and people will not understand when they ask, अच्छा CA पास हो गए कितने परसेंटेज है, तो we are like, यहाँ पास फेल होना मुश्किल है और ये परसेंटेज पूछ रहे हैं. So can you give your insights, like how
Yeah, yeah.
we can keep ourselves motivated?
I would say that have an exit strategy. Because see, once you elongate anything too long, it loses its steam. Have an exit strategy for a particular profile, for a particular degree also. Like for example, if you're given 2 attempts, 3 attempts, 4 attempts, even if you're not able to clear, then leave it. Then leave it. I say that because there is something better waiting for you. You know, I feel that if you're given 4 attempts and you're not able to clear, then leave it and go for something where you really will shine. And you definitely will identify that by the end of the 20 or 21 years of your life. That is one thing I want to say, exit strategy. Second thing I would want to say, if you want to stick to a particular field and you want to really complete it off or continue, I would say that identify your strengths and give yourself small, small rewards. Don't wait for a bigger promotion. वो promotion मिलेगा तो मेरे चेहरे पे स्माइल आएगी, नहीं. अगर आपने आज का 1 घंटा भी बचा लिया तो have a smile on your face. So like this, it's a reward for you. And have a great, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, maintain a journal, whatever you're grateful for. Because we crave a lot, we complain a lot, but actually we don't thank a lot. We don't thank our stars. And I was watching a movie called Shrikant Bola just before this session.
Okay.
And I would really inspire all of you or tell everybody to go and watch that movie. वो मूवीज से आप देखो कितना सीखने मिलता है. जिसकी आंखें नहीं होती फिर भी वो एमआईटी में जाके पढ़ता है, खुद का बिजनेस खोलता है, इतने लोगों की लाइफ बदलता है. ऐसे लोगों का आप कहानी पढ़िए, ऑटोबायोग्राफीज पढ़िए, तो आपको थोड़ा बहुत मोटिवेशन आएगा. ना होता यही है, हम लोग डिमोटिवेट क्यों होते हैं? क्योंकि हम लोगों को एक गोल से बांध दिया गया है. सीए हुआ क्या, कोई गोल है? हमारा तो है ही, लेकिन सबका भी है. आ, जैसे आप सीए करो तो 40 लोग की नजर आपके ऊपर है कि आप सीए कब बनोगे. तो
Wow.
वो गोल इतना आपके ऊपर प्रेशर डालता है कि अननेसेसरी आप बर्डन में आते हो. तो आई वुड से दैट जस्ट जस्ट वर्क ऑन द थिंग्स विच डिड नॉट वर्क फॉर यू. इसके लिए आप कोटा फैक्ट्री 3 देखिए, उसमें वो बच्चे लोग कैसे प्रिपेयर करते हैं जेडबल एडवांस एग्जाम्स के लिए, और उसको क्लियर करते हैं. तो वर्क ऑन दैट, बिकॉज ओनली यू कैन वर्क ऑन इट, नॉट योर टीचर, नॉट योर फ्रेंड. And if you feel that is important, if it is not important, leave it. Go to something else where the marks will come. And give yourself breaks. Go for some movies, short vacations, spend time with your friends. Have nap break in the afternoon, 30 minutes, 1 hour. That will rejuvenate you. These are the small things which I'm saying, but it plays a lot of importance.
Yes. And ultimately, कभी भी जब मैंने भी failure experience किया, I've also not cleared my inter. Of course, I cleared in first attempt, but final I failed. So I feel the experience is okay. 1 2 दिन रोना है, रो लो. बोलने की बात है कि सीए छोड़ देंगे, छोड़ते नहीं है. Ketan, this talk should be very fruitful. It's not a formal question. So one question I have been seeing around me and I'm not able to get up the answer is, there are some students who did inter with me, then final. So because of the last 2 3 years disturbance, we all know what is happening. They could not complete the degree. Now the thing is, neither they are giving the attempt fully, because if they have given 3 to 4 attempts, लाइक अब वो अटेम्प्ट भी दे रहे हैं तो पूरा नहीं दे रहे, क्योंकि बहुत ज्यादा डर बैठ गया है अंदर फेलियर का, कि हम 4 बार फेल हुए और अब भी. आई हैव सीन मिराक्युलस रिजल्ट. वन ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट हु 2017, दिस सो इंस्पायरिंग. 2017 ही टोल्ड मी, आदित्य, दैट मैम सीए तो करना है, नहीं तो बिजनेस में बैठना पड़ेगा, पापा की दुकान पे नहीं बैठना है. But then somehow it didn't happen. So I thought he might have left until now. But yesterday, 2024 May exam result, he cleared his final. In between, he got married, he started working, but he didn't leave the passion. There must be something in his mind. But this is Aditya's story. I want to talk literally, like I'm having goosebumps when I'm sharing this question. आई नो सो मेनी ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स की ना वो पढ़ के अच्छे से एग्जाम लिख रहे हैं और ना छोड़ भी रहे हैं, क्योंकि एक अंदर से ईगो हर्ट हो रहा है, जिद हो रही है, ऐसे कैसे में से नहीं हुआ. तो वो जो ईयर्स खराब हो रहे हैं ना, आई लाइक वन लाइन व्हाट यू सेड कि आफ्टर 3-4 अटेम्प्ट्स इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू डू, लीव इट. So I want you to give some insights into this and how we can help them.
See, I would say that never do anything half-baked.
Okay.
Never do anything half-baked. Like, अगर आप किसी से शादी कर रहे हो तो आप बेमन से करोगे क्या? या तो आपको लड़की पसंद है और लड़का पसंद है पूरी तरह से, या तो नहीं है. नहीं यार ठीक है मैं कर लेता हूँ फिर देखेंगे, ऐसा तो नहीं होता है ना.
Yes.
आप तो उसको
Yes.
पूरी तरह से शादी कर रहे हो ना, तो ये आपका पहला मैरिज है. तो अगर आपने डिसाइड किया है कि करना है, वॉट एवर रीजन, आई डोंट नो रीजन, इट कुड बी योर ओन डिसीजन और समबडी एल्स हैज, बट अभी तो आप इसमें आ चुके हो ना, सवार हो इस नाव पे, तो पार करो. आई वुड से कि जो मैंने कहा कि आपकी जो वीकनेस है, जहाँ जिस कारण से आप नहीं कर पा रहे हो, या आप पूरा 3 घंटे पेपर खत्म नहीं कर पा रहे हो, तो आपको राइटिंग स्पीड बढ़ानी होगी. ये आपको याद नहीं रहा सेक्शन, सब सेक्शन, प्रोवाइजो, तो आपको इसको मेहनत करनी होगी. ये आपको अकाउंट्स के लॉजिक समझ में नहीं आ रहे, जिसके कारण से आप छोटे से सिली मिस्टेक कर रहे हो, एंड देन उसका पूरा कैस्केडिंग इफेक्ट हो रहा है,
Hmm.
प्रॉब्लम गलत हो जा रहा है. इस पे वर्क करिए. ये काइजन है, ये छोटा छोटा इंप्रूवमेंट्स है, लेकिन आपको बड़े बड़े रिजल्ट्स देगा. एंड मैं
Hmm.
एक और चीज बोलूंगा कि देयर आर लॉट ऑफ मॉक टेस्ट अवेलेबल, जैसे हमारे शर्मा सर लेते थे कैप्स वाले संडे टेस्ट,
Yes,
वैसे
yes,
ये
yes.
आपके वहां पर भी होंगे, तो उसको दो, तो उसमें आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि व्हाट आर योर प्रॉब्लम्स,
Okay,
वेयर डू
great.
यू नॉट वर्क.
Great, great, great insights. Thank you so much. So many inputs you have given that really either karo to, and I really like one thing you're giving very straightforward and very nice answers. Satish and all the others, we have answered all your questions. Anything more is there? Any more questions you want to take up? Ketan is always there to connect and answer and help you out. Thank you so much, Ketan.
My
Lot of
pleasure.
inputs you have given, Ketan, and it's like seen. Last 2 minutes, can you just talk about yourself? Because I felt I did not justify your introduction, and that will be very motivating for students if you can share your journey, and then we'll close.
Yeah, sure, sure. So I would say that, in my career, I have been a trailing spouse. You know about Rocky, right? Her achievements and her rank and everything. So when we got engaged, you know, uh, a question came up: where will you settle down?
Okay.
So she is from Hyderabad, I'm from Nagpur, and if she comes and settles in Nagpur with rank, and not many opportunities were there with her for her. So we decided to come to Bangalore, and she moved from Mumbai to Bangalore. So then I restarted, I would say at that time. And the second time it happened when she got an opportunity in Dubai.
Okay.
Then I again restarted my search and I moved myself again. So I would say that, हो जाता है. वो हम आ ही जाते हैं ऊपर, और अगर आप में पैशन रहा, आप में हिम्मत, मेहनत तो करनी पड़ती है. देयर इज नो शॉर्टकट टू हार्ड वर्क. वो करते रहे, लगे रहे, तो हो जाता है. सो इन in my case, and why I brought this example of Raki is because she has been with Unilever for last 22 years. And in the last 20 odd years, I have changed 6 companies,
Okay.
but same profile audit.
Got
She
it.
has changed multiple profiles, but same company. And I'm giving this example to make people aware that if you are in industry, then you will get opportunity to keep moving around. But if you're an audit firm or a big four or a consultancy, you will not get an opportunity to move around, but grow up to partner level. So every industry, every company has a different rules, unwritten, invisible rules, which we have to identify. And you will identify it fast if you keep talking to people who have been there in that space. So जितने लोगों से आप बात करो, जितना नेटवर्क बात करो, उतना अच्छा होगा. मेरे केस में आई ऑलवेज लाइक ट्रैवल, सो मैं ऑडिट में बहुत ट्रैवल किया हूँ. कई कई कंट्रीज तो मल्टीपल टाइम्स गया, मुझे मजा आता है मुझे। एंड नए लोगों से मिलता हूँ, नए प्रोसेस देखता हूँ, नया प्रोफाइल जानता हूँ, तो अच्छा लगता है मुझे। So I continue to nod it. But let's see what's in future. I'm open. As I said, कि इंडस्ट्री में आपको रोल्स मिलते रहते हैं, नए नए रोल्स, से मुझे कुछ रोल मिलेगा तो व्हाई नॉट। पर एट दिस स्टेज ऑडिट में काफी विजिबिलिटी है, सीनियर लेवल तक काफी पावर है, काफी एक्सेस है सीनियर लेवल का, तो उसका एक अलग मजा है। तो यू हैव टू रियली चूज एंड डिसाइड कि अगर आप उस फील्ड में हो जो उस कंपनी का ब्रेड एंड बटर है, तो आपके तो वारे नहीं आ रहे हैं। आपको अच्छा बोनस मिलना है, आपको अच्छा प्रमोशन मिलना है, ये आप उस कंपनी में जो एमएनसी है, आपको मल्टीपल रोल्स मिल सकते हैं, मल्टीपल अपॉर्चुनिटी हमेशा आएगी, तो भी आपके बारे नहीं आ रहे हैं। आप उस कंपनी में जो मल्टीपल कंट्रीज में जहाँ इंटरनल ट्रांसफर पॉसिबल है, जैसे मेरे केस में हुआ, राखी के केस में हुआ, तो भी अच्छा है। तो आइडेंटिफाई करिए, और इन सब चीज के लिए फर्स्ट 3 इयर्स का टाइम दीजिए। डोंट जस्ट जंप इनटू व्हाटएवर इज अवेलेबल।
Mhm. Great. It was a great Saturday evening. And dear students, just watch it again. There were so many insights. These kind of talks with experts will don't know which point will click inside you and you will grow in your life. So keep watching this space. Every Saturday we are taking skill enhancer series from the time when the exams are over till the results are out and you start your preparation. Till this time we are taking. Ketan, you have given lovely inputs, lot of things to take, and straightforward, hardworking, your personality, your persona, your aura is awesome. And there's so much more to know from you. So surely I'll ask now the students to connect with you. We can pin your link tree or whatever where they can connect with you after this talk is over, right?
For
Thank
sure.
you so much, Ketan. Thank you for joining.
My
Thank you, all
pleasure.
of you, dear students. Any more questions are there, keep commenting. We'll surely make sure that we are answering that and willing to help you all. All the best. Gear up. Start back your preparation, and you can see where Ketan is. I've seen him right from the school days. Oh, we didn't share a secret that Ketan is married to Rakhi Jain. Rakhi is from Hyderabad. Me and Ketan both are from Nagpur. Rakhi is a rank holder as a chartered accountant in all the hierarchy. So I think, Ketan, once again, we need to invite both of you and have a lovely talk and get more inputs together.
Sure, sure, sure.
Right. Thank you so much, Ketan. Had a lovely evening.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, all of you who have joined live. Keep sharing this with someone who needs all this kind of the insights that post qualification also so many options are there. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, Ketan. Bye. Have a
Bye
nice
bye.
weekend.